Hi students, welcome to chemistry online classes. The previous class continuation, now lecture 2. In previous class I explained about the catalyst graph. Now you observe here rate and time. This thick line or continuous line is, this line is before catalyst, this dotted line is in presence of catalyst. In presence of catalyst, rate of forward and backward reaction equal magnitude increase. So compare with this lower line, the upper line rate will be greater. Therefore always dotted line is upper than this normal line. Here also this dotted line upper than this normal line. If it is down both, then that is wrong representation. Now which of the following is correct representation? Which of the following is correct representation about the in presence of catalyst at equilibrium in this option A and B option? What they will give? Dotted line one is down, this will be up. So one is down, another is up. C option what they will give? This will be up, this will be down. D option what they will give? Both line, this is down, this is also down. So that is wrong representation. Then answer which is correct? E option will be correct. So you have to create yourself what type of question they may ask, and keep in mind this equilibrium is dynamic equilibrium. Dynamic equilibrium mean what is that? Dynamic equilibrium mean this reactant convert into product, product convert into reactant continuously takes place. This is continuous process. Reactant to product, product to reactant, continuous. This continuous process is called dynamic equilibrium. So this is also very, because this chemical equilibrium is not static. Chemical equilibrium is only dynamic, not static. Okay, that is also important point now. Now after this, we have the some equilibrium that is called physical equilibrium, chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium. So based on that, one question I have to write here. Find out type of equilibrium. Like this question will not ask. They may ask which of the following is physical equilibrium, which of the following is chemical equilibrium. Like this they may ask. But anyway, this class discussion, that's why I want to write the find out type of equilibrium. This is called H2O solid and H2O liquid. And this is B, carbon dioxide gas plus water, and this will be form dissolved carbon dioxide, dissolve carbon dioxide in water, and ABC, then H2O liquid gives rise to H2O gas, D, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3, D, CH3COOH ionize into CH3COO minus plus H plus. So if you observe this, physical state only changed but chemical composition is same. Chemical composition is same is it. Therefore this is called physical equilibrium. This is called physical equilibrium. And here CO2 and H2O. In water CO2, CO2 only is there. Therefore physical state only changed but there is no reaction occur. Therefore this is also physical equilibrium. This is also physical equilibrium because H2O liquid to H2O gas. And next this is reactant H2N2 is a product NH3 is a different chemical composition. Therefore this is called chemical equilibrium. This is, here ions are there, this is reactant some undissociated form or unionized form. Therefore, this is called ionic equilibrium. Ionic equilibrium. Like this question also they may ask based on the type of equilibrium, and based on the homogeneous, heterogeneous also they will ask the question. Now, based on law of mass action, based on law of mass action, directly they may ask the question. For example, A moles of capital A, B moles of B gives rise to C moles of C, D moles of D, like this given. So this is forward reaction, this is backward reaction. Reactant come to product, forward, product come to reactant, that is backward. According to this, rate of a reaction is directly proportional to product of their active mass of the reactant, directly proportional to active mass of product of active mass of reactant. Active mass is equal, note down here, active mass is nothing but concentration, that is mole per liter, mole per liter. So now therefore directly we can define that this law of mass action is rate of a reaction is directly proportional to product of concentration of the reactant, and the stoichiometric coefficients are raised to powers of that concentration term. Now here reactant A concentration multiply it being in definition product what is there, therefore B product mean don't consider these product of reactant concentration multiply of reactant concentration, and the stoichiometric coefficients are raised to concentration terms, it means raised to power to their concentration term. Okay, like this is for forward reaction, because this reactant, this is product. For RF is equal to KF, A concentration power A, B concentration power B. Similarly, we can write RB, directly I am writing KB, that C concentration power C, D concentration power D. When in this time reactant come to product, now backward reaction, these are reactant, these are product, so C power C, D power D. Then we know that at equilibrium, rate of forward is equal to rate of backward. Therefore, we will get the formula. Both left sides are equal, mean right side also equal, KF by KB. Directly I am writing here, because KF is equal to A concentration by power A, B concentration power B, and then C concentration power C, D concentration power D. This total I want to write another constant, that is called concentration equilibrium constant. So keep in mind, these are velocity constant or rate constant, but this is equilibrium constant. Keep in mind, this is equilibrium constant, this is rate constant or velocity constant. Note down that point. Both are depends on temperature, depends on temperature. All constant, one rank shortcut I want to give here, keep in mind, first year to second year, any K constants are there, that depends on temperature. Simple. Okay, now based on this we know that K expression, that is equilibrium. Active mass is concentration or that may be pressure. So keep in mind, if active mass is maybe two, one is concentration, another may be pressure. Why? Pressure, why it is meaning ideal gas mean PV equal to nRT, then P is equal to N by V RT. These are constant, this is nothing but constant, therefore P is equal to what is that? Concentration. So active mass may be concentration or active mass may be pressure. For example, like this may be given, calculate the active mass of this substance. Question is, calculate active mass Option here, 2.8 gram of nitrogen in 10 liter solution or water. Then we know that active mass nothing but concentration is mole per liter. So molarity formula, molarity is equal to W2 by M2 into 1000 by V. Otherwise directly you can write V in liter also, no problem. Then mass is given 2.8, molar mass we know that 28, and this is 10 liter. Then point cancel, then 10 power minus 1, 28 cancel, and then when this will go, what do you call, 1 by 10 into 10 power minus 1 means this is nothing but again 10 power minus 1, 10 power minus 2 answer. This is active mass is converted into concentration. Okay, if 20 liter given, 30 liter, whatever given, you have to calculate like this: concentration nothing but active mass, or pressure nothing but active mass. So you don't know, now you have to calculate like this also. This is after this, keep in mind, if concentration is there, that is represented like this, concentration is represented like this, pressure only represented, then this K is nothing, K equilibrium is maybe two types, one Kc, another is Kp. If active mass is concentration, then Kc, if active mass is pressure, that is Kp. Therefore this Kc is represented according to this equation: C concentration per C, D concentration per D, A concentration per A, B concentration per B. This is P concentration, Pc power whole C, and Pd power whole D, and Pa power A, Pb power B. This is nothing but which one? Partial pressure. P is nothing but here partial pressure. Partial pressure. Keep in mind, this is partial pressure. Okay, this is well known. Now based on this formula we have the questions. Keep in mind, in this expression, solid and pure liquid concentration is taken as unity, because with time there is no change in their concentration, therefore it is taken as a 1. And in this concentration, K units are, it having K units also, but generally in general K they will not give with units. So K is dimensionless. Keep in mind, generally when they give in the question, they will not give the units. If given also, okay, no problem, but many times it is not given at standard state. This is whatever I given dimensionless at standard state. What is the standard state mean? Their concentration, their pressure is divided with the standard condition. If this concentration is there, 5 m is there, then this is divided with the C concentration is 5 m for example, then it is standard condition 1 m, cancel, then it is what is that, 5 only. So here also some value, m by m cancel, m by m cancel, or units are cancel, mean only value left, therefore K is dimensionless. Here also pressure is there. For example, this 2 atmosphere divided with the 1 atmosphere. Generally standard pressure is 1 bar, but in this chapter generally we are considering 1 atmosphere. If it is bar given, bar cancel, atmosphere given, atmosphere cancel, there is no unit. If unit is given, mean other than standard condition you have to consider. Okay, this is many students do mistakes here only. So in general calculation K unit we are not taking, so that is very, very important. So now based on this I will give the some question. P4, leave it, P4 plus O2 gives rise to P4O10. Now consider P4 is there, P4 is there, and this is oxygen, this is in the form of gas, then this is solid but not balanced, 10 oxygen, here only 2 is there, 5 into 2, 10. We know that in the second year inorganic chemistry, red phosphorus, white phosphorus, they are in the solid form, gas, this is also solid. Already they will mention their physical state. If they not mention, you will not answer, but try to remember some physical state. If they not give, then you have to answer based on your concepts. So now this one represent the Kc also and Kp also. Kc, Kp. If you don't know this representation, then it is difficult. Like this question may be asked in the previous year also. And already I told you that this concept is very, very, very important. Solid or pure liquid concentration is taken as a 1. But aqueous is given when you have to write, but only liquid is there, don't write there. Okay, then here solid numerator taken as 1, this is also 1 into this one is represented as O2 concentration power 5, because solids and liquid concentration is unity. Then Kp, it is also 1 and this is also 1 into pressure of O2. See, pressure of A power, their coefficient how much? 5, whole power 5. Simply it is represented as 1 by P power O2 power 5. Okay, like this we have to answer. Now same way, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. For this Kc representation option A, NH3 concentration by N2 concentration, H2 concentration power 2, and case A option, B option, NH3 concentration power 3, N2 concentration, H2 concentration power 2, and C option is NH3 concentration 2, N2 concentration and H2 concentration power 3. D option is taken as N2 concentration, H2 concentration power 3, NH3 concentration power 2. Then which option is correct? C option is correct, because product concentration by reactant concentration and this stoichiometric coefficient also you have to check. Now this may be given. Ammonium hydrogen sulfide gives rise to ammonia and hydrogen sulfide. This is solid, this is gas, this is gas. So we know very well. For this, right there, Kp. They may ask Kp also, Kc also. Then pressure of ammonia into pressure of hydrogen. Sorry, H2, yes. If it is Kc, but keep in mind Kc, Kp is Kc for aqueous also and for gas also, but Kp for only gas. Why Kp for gas? Because it is pressure related. Kc is related for aqueous also and gas also, because already shown here, because pressure is equal to concentration. So keep in mind, if you don't know, then you will do the mistake. So aqueous word given, we can write Kc, but we cannot write the Kp. And gas is given, mean we can write Kc also, Kp also. And keep in mind, all are only liquid is there. For example, CH3COOH liquid and C2H5OH liquid gives rise to CH3COOC2H5 liquid H2O liquid. This is already, you know that in organic chemistry esterification reaction, all our liquid is given mean, they may give the question for this reaction Kc B Kp is present or C Kc is equal to Kp and D none. Kc is given, for example, CH3COO, C2H5 concentration, H2O concentration and CH3COOH concentration and C2H5OH concentration. Then which option is correct? Already I told you that Kc can be represented for aqueous solution also, gas also, Kp for only gas. So for this reaction there is no Kc, then this option is wrong. When this is all liquid is there, mean Kp not there, mean this is also wrong. Then already I mentioned here Kc is for aqueous solution and gas. Here no aqueous, no gas, only all are liquid is there. But generally it is aqueous, aqueous, this is aqueous. So in this case, actually if you see any textbook, this is aqueous. I wrote maybe liquid, but if you write here aqueous, this is aqueous, this is aqueous. In such case, you can neglect this because this is pure liquid form. That time this is correct representation. This is correct representation, but Kp not there. Kc is equal to Kp not. Why it is not? But Kp is not there for this reaction. None also wrong. Therefore, option A is correct. Otherwise, liquid also given, you can write there is no problem. If here liquid, liquid, liquid also given, no problem, because when liquid is present along with the gas in equation, so for example it is liquid, this gas, gas is there, that time solid or liquid along with the gas, that time no need to represent in the Kc expression, but only all are in liquid form is that you can represent, there is no problem. Okay, this is very, very important question. Next, based on this we have the units. Kc units are, for example, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. Then we know the formula Kc is equal to, what is that? NH3 concentration power 2, N2 concentration, H2 concentration power 3. This is called mole per liter, whole power 2. This is mole per liter, whole power 1, mole per liter, whole power 3. 2 time 1 time cancel, 1 time left, 1 time 2 times. Therefore 1 by mole per liter, whole power 2. This is clear. So this can be represented like this: 1 by mole square by liter square. Okay, and this can be represented liter square mole inverse 2. But in this representation you may do anywhere mistake if you don't know how to shift this up numerator denominator. Therefore rank shortcut, remember this, for Kc unit is mole per liter delta n only, and Kp is equal to atmosphere delta n g. Otherwise you can write here G is not represented here, because if all are aqueous is there, if all are aqueous is there, gas term is not applicable. If gas is there, that time only gas applicable. Therefore I wrote delta Ng. Delta Ng nothing but what is that? Or delta N, that is summation of number of moles of product minus summation of number of moles of reactant. For this reaction, delta N, all our gas is there, therefore you get delta Ng also, no problem. So delta Ng is equal to summation 2 minus 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3, then total 4, then it is 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2. Now we can put here Kc is equal to mole per liter whole power minus 2. Then what we can write, this is mole inverse 2 power liter 2, minus 2. This liter 2 comes numerator, liter square mole inverse 2. So this is easiest way to solve. If you do like this, it is time taking process also, and anywhere you can do mistakes also. Now if you do for this Kp, then Kp is equal to atmosphere whole power minus 2, then answer is 1 by atm square. Like this also you can calculate, and these are simplest problem, there is no much difficulty. Now based on this relation they may ask, already you know the relation Kp is equal to Kc RT whole power delta and G. If derivation no one asks in the competitive exam purpose, derivation I am not doing here. So this is a relation. Then they may ask the question is S2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3. For this reaction Kp is equal to Kc RT power X. X value is minus 2 and B minus 1, C 2, D 1. Like this they may give, then you have to answer. What is the value? Delta Ng. Delta Ng for this reaction is delta Ng equal to 2 minus 2 plus 1, then 2 plus 1, that is 3, then 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. Then answer will, what is that? This is. I hope this is clear. Now based on this one also one more question they may ask. If it is log Kp plus 2 RT, log RT is equal to log Kc, like this given, then for this which of the following, these are all question, don't consider these are the all theory part, these are the question part. Option A, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. B, 2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3. C, PCl5 gives rise to PCl3 plus Cl2. D, H2 plus I2 gives rise to 2HI. For this reaction delta Ng is 2 minus 4 minus 2, and for this reaction now only we calculated delta Ng minus 1, for this reaction plus 1, for this reaction 0 delta Ng. So this equation represents the which of the following. Question is, what is that? This equation belongs to which of the following equation. Then how to answer this? We know this is log A plus log B form, this is because this can be represented as log Kp is equal to, plus log RT power 2. Log A power X form, this is equal to log Kc. This is log A plus B form is, that means log Kp into RT power 2 is equal to log Kc. Then these two, or you can multiply with the antilog, both are cancelled. Then we have Kp is equal to RT, then Kp is equal to, if RT goes right side, then Kc is equal to RT power minus 2. Then this is indicating like this formula. Then delta Ng how much? Minus 2. Then option is which one? A option is correct. Okay. So one more option, one more I want to give here. For example, for a reaction A gives rise to B. This is a reaction. For this Kp is equal to 40. Kp is equal to 40, and at 227 degrees Celsius, then what is Kc? What is a Kc? Then how to calculate for this? We know that Kp is equal to